Hello everybody, I'm Chris and this is Chrissy.
Once again, we're very happy to be back in the wonderful Club Soda in the heart of London's Covent Garden. One of the most inspiring selections of alcohol-free drinks anywhere in the world.
Back in April, we announced our medal results for this year.
And now, we'd like to welcome you to the World Alcohol Free Awards trophy presentation for 2025.
Our trophy winners are decided by retasting all of our gold medal winning drinks against each other.
Our judges here were really looking for the best of the best. It's the pinnacle of the whole competition, and very soon we'll be telling you just who this year's winners are.
But before we get to that, we thought you might like to see what a typical day of judging at the world's biggest ever tasting of alcohol-free drinks looks like. So here it is. Everything in this competition is totally geared towards the needs of alcohol-free drinks, from the entry categories to the way the drinks are served, and of course, our expert judges.
They came from across Europe, North America, and the Far East to judge entries that were just as wide-ranging. This year, we received bottles from Taiwan to the US and Austria to Australia. 31 different countries in total. So this really is the world's alcohol-free competition.
But let's get back to the reason we're here. We're going to start very soon with our Spotlight trophies before moving on to our category trophy winners and finally the winner of our Best Drinks Range trophy and a surprise new first time ever trophy too.
So, what are the Spotlight trophies? In short, these are designed to reward not just the quality in the bottle, but also characteristics that can make alcohol-free drinks more accessible to more demographics.
You could say they recognise drinks that are doing their best for the planet and its people.
Our first Spotlight trophy is for Best Organic Drink.
Naturalness and authenticity are becoming more important in the alcohol-free space. So it was good to see a large number of contenders for the organic trophy this year. Everything from tea-based drinks, wines, spirits and functional drinks. But in the end, our winner was a drink with a great track record in the competition.
The winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Organic Drink Trophy 2025 is Duke's 6, the Sparkling Red.
Our judges said vibrant ruby colour with plenty of juicy red fruit flavours to match. Cherry, raspberry and blackcurrant, floating on a sour shrub base. A fine balance of soft sweet fruit and bright vinegar carried by the bubbles to a long finish. This is a great Pinot Noir alternative and fully deserving of its second consecutive gold medal.
Very well done to Matthew and the team at Duke's Cordialities.
Next, we have the trophy for Best Ethical Drink.
Lots of alcohol-free drinks like to claim to be doing the right thing, but to be in the running here, our contenders really had to be able to prove it. And combining high ethical standards with making a great liquid is really not easy. But fortunately, our winner here was top class in both departments. They're both vegan and halal certified with a commitment to donate 2.5% of all net profits to charity. Plus, as our tasters would agree, it's an absolutely brilliant liquid as well.
The winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Ethical Drink Trophy 2025 is Alchronaut Raspberry Infused by United Beverages.
Our judges said of this striking crimson creation, it's got a dark pink coloured spirit with flavours of red currant, cranberry, raspberry and rhubarb, with some juniper pine tartness on the palate, with a light coriander herbiness. Mixed with tonic, this holds its character well, and is a great versatile option for lovers of flavoured gin.
Very well done to Balal Ahmad at United Beverages. as well as his family and all the assorted tasters who helped create such a great product.
Our next award is for Best Vegan Drink.
Vegan food and drink has been a huge trend over the last few years, and the public are often surprised to discover that their drinks do contain or are made with animal products. It's hard to make fully vegan drinks, and certification is not easy to attain. So many congratulations to our winner here for both their commitment and their technical expertise.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Vegan Drink Trophy for 2025 is Free Red Blend by Trinchero Family Estates.
Our judges described this as a deep-coloured wine with flavours of ripe red fruits layered with hints of warm spice. The palate follows through with richness, offering a smooth mouthfeel and a gentle sweetness that rounds out the flavours without becoming cloying. Tannins are present, but integrated with a lingering finish.
Well done indeed to the team in St Helena, both for this trophy and an impressive showing generally in this year's competition.
Our final Spotlight trophy is for Best Halal Drink.
Gaining Halal certification is not easy, so it's not surprising that we had a smaller shortlist here. But well done to all of the contenders who made the effort, and we hope that your medals open doors for you with Muslim communities all over the world. Our winner here is clearly aimed at a large Middle Eastern market, not just from its name, but also its distinctive flavours, and of course the fact that it's made from a producer who's made a huge commitment to being Halal certified across their range.
The winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Halal Drink Trophy 2025 is Duke's Cider by Duke's Cordialities.
Our judges loved this drink, describing it as pale yellow with crunchy green savoury flavours of celery and bell pepper on the nose, giving way to bruised apple, jasmine and poached pear on the palate. Only slightly effervescent, it's complex, balanced and lingering. Unique and intriguing, they said, this alt wine is great for non-alt consumers who want something different.
Well done once again to Matthew and the team, both for this exciting addition to their range and for being the first producer to win 2 Spotlight trophies in 1 year. Well done.
Our next award is the Best Value Drink Trophy. This doesn't necessarily go to the cheapest gold medal winning drink, but to the one that stands out in its category as really over-delivering for the money.
And as you can imagine, we had contenders here from every style of drink, from wines, spirits and beers to teas, functionals and shrubs. But our winner absolutely stood out for all the right reasons. It wasn't just a really strong gold medal winner, which was a contender in 2 other trophy categories. It also delivered truly astonishing bang for the buck.
And our winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Value Drink Trophy for 2025 is Loxton Sparkling Brut by Australian Vintage.
Our judges said this had a classic champagne grape nose of apples, citrus and white flowers, which is replicated on a palate that shows perfectly judged levels of carbonation. Juicy, smoky, creamy and fresh, it is immensely drinkable. A perfect aperitif for the alcohol-free curious and AF committed drinker alike.
Very well done indeed to Amy Blackburn, lead winemaker for Low and No at Australian Vintage, for this excellent and amazing value all-purpose sparkler. And thanks too to Melinda Wines in Canada for entering it into this year's competition in the first place. We'd like to move on now to the category trophies. To find our winners here, we took our gold medal winners and grouped similar types of drinks together: wines, spirits, aperitifs and so on. Our judges then tasted them all blind and voted for their favourites in each category.
It really is the best of the best going head to head, and we felt such great drinks deserved a judging venue that was just as special.
So we were delighted once again to put our trophy contenders to the test in the beautiful food and drink studio at Fortnum Mason's in London's Piccadilly.
And this is how it looked. going to start, where else, with the trophy for Best Aperitif.
There were fewer contenders in this category than last year's gargantuan effort, but the standard was through the roof. This is definitely one of the most exciting categories in alcohol-free, and it made it really tough for our judges. But in the end, they settled for a drink that was praised for being fine, elegant, and totally original.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Aperitif Trophy 2025 is Everleaf Forest by London Botanical Drinks Limited.
Our judges loved this, saying a second consecutive gold for this beautiful, understated and unique spirit. Slightly cloudy, it has intriguing aromatics of saffron, cardamom, orange, cinnamon and cloves, with a subtle, sappy, citrusy palate. Undeniably complex, yet still effortless in its flavour delivery, it can be drunk neat over ice or mixed down with light tonic.
Very well done to Paul, Matthew and the team at London Botanical Drinks.
Our next trophy is for Best Cider.
We've never given out a cider trophy before, but our winner here changed all that. Our judges highlighted it as outstanding from the first sip on the first morning of judging. It instantly impressed every single judge at every round of medal tasting, and they did the same again at the trophy tasting. Complex, structured, authentic and ambitious, to put it simply, it massively raises the bar as to what alcohol-free cider can be.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Cider Trophy for 2025 is Cidentro 0.5 from Cidentro Cider House.
Our judges said this had a beautiful colour with an appealing nose of red and green apples. Tangy fruit with some sweeter elements like honey, caramel and vanilla. A good, authentic, dry cider style with perfect carbonation, fine texture and a long, tart, bright acid finish. This is for serious cider aficionados and is a drink to sip or match with food rather than just a session cider.
Congratulations to Hiranthi and her team at Cidentro Cider House for doing such a great job.
Next, we come to one of our most eagerly awaited awards, our Best Beer Trophy.
Beer is the most well-established of all the alcohol-free categories, and it was exciting this year to see entries from all over the world and in a wider range of styles than usual. But it was also great to see the standard going up and up. There were some truly astonishing drinks here this year with real depth, texture and complexity, and our winner very much fits that bill.
And the winner for the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Beer Trophy 2025 is Dark Non-Alcohol by Mover Brewing in Ukraine.
Our judges were knocked out by this dark lager, describing it as a high-class dark beer that's full-bodied, full-flavoured and delicious. In terms of flavours, they said roasted coffee, treacle and toffee on the nose, leading to a beautifully balanced palate with sweet malts and a perfect amount of bitterness. The finish is roasty, bitter and long. A superb food beer for barbecues, roast meat, mushrooms and hard or blue cheese.
Well done to Daria Bandura and Bogdan Toshka and the brewery team in Dnipro for this wonderful brew, an achievement that's all the more impressive given the terrible circumstances in Ukraine at the moment. Next, we come to the wine trophies. In the past, we've given out just one Best Wine Trophy, but we had such a huge wine entry this year, and the standard was so good that this year we have trophies for Best Red, Best White, and Best Sparkling Wine.
We'll start with the Best Sparkling Wine Trophy. Fizz is perhaps the most established of the alcohol-free wine categories, and we saw all colours and styles of drinks here, from simple fruity swiggers to serious champagne substitutes. It was a very strong part of the competition, so our winner here deserves real credit.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Sparkling Wine Trophy 2025 is Eden Vale Premium Reserve Sparkling Shiraz.
Incredibly, this is this drink's third consecutive gold medal. And though sparkling red's not a style that many people will have tried, our judges were unequivocal about how deserving it was, saying it had exuberant flavours of cherry, blackberry and blackcurrant that explode on the nose and palate. But the undeniable sweetness is perfectly leavened by the effervescence, and it finishes spicy, dry and refreshing. A great chilled summer drinker.
Congratulations again to winemaker Aaron Milne, founder Michael Bright, and the whole team at Edenvale for another exceptional showing in our 2025 competition.
Our next trophy is for Best White Wine.
We've had a lot of very good, clean, fresh, bright, alcohol-free white wines in the past. But this year we saw many more producers making a real effort to create something more ambitious, with depth and texture, and significantly, noticeably less sugar. Our winner here is a great example of the elevated standard we can expect from the best alcohol-free white wines.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best White Wine Trophy 2025 is Weiss by Gießen Chardonnay from the Gießen Group.
Our tasters said there's really good Chardonnay typicity on the nose here. Honey and golden apple with some Meyer lemon. The palate follows up with white peach skin, lemon rind and even some buttery oak notes of vanilla, coconut and banana. Authentically vinous in character, with a tall acidity behind the New World fruit. They said it has great food match potential.
Very well done to Kyle Skeen, Gießen's general manager, who's the brains behind the new Weiss range, and also the winemaking team in Christchurch for what could be a game changer in the way alcohol-free white wines are perceived.
Our next trophy is for Best Red Wine.
Everyone knows that red wines are one of the hardest non-alc categories to get right. But better technology, more experience and higher quality fruit to begin with are starting to raise the bar here. And our winner was very much a case in point.
The winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Red Wine Trophy in 2025 is Creation Rouge Alcohol Frei by Julius Zotz.
Our judges described this as having a deep, intense red colour and plenty of ripe red fruit on the nose too. Dark berries, sour cherries with a touch of minty eucalyptus. Joyous and juicy on the palate with well-integrated tannins. It's a cheerful wine that can be sipped chilled, but with enough structure that it can be used as a viable food match option.
Well done to Dennis Meindl and the rest of the Zotz winemaking team at their beautiful cellar in Baden.
Now, we come to the trophy for the best wine alternative.
Inside 3 years, alt wine drinks, or proxies as they're sometimes called, have already established themselves as an incredibly strong part of this competition. We saw a lot of terrific drinks here, showing both creative energy and technical skill, with a wider range of base materials and techniques being used than ever before. So to come out on top in such a multifaceted category was a real achievement.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Wine Alternative Trophy 2025 is Granit Rosé Pétillant by Granit Les Moulins.
Our judges loved this. Dusty coral in colour, they said, this cloudy plant-based sparkler has flavours of roses, red fruit, tea, citrus, cinnamon, honey and apple. There's a touch of acidity, good mouthfeel and nice balance between sweetness and dryness on the palate. A big personality, this stands as an aperitif, but the freshness means it's also a useful and complex food pairing option.
Really well done to Bertrand Michat and Mariella Molinari for this superb drink from the Southern Rhone. We hope this catches people's attention in France and beyond.
Our next trophy is for Best AF Spirit.
Once again, we saw a really interesting mix of spirits this year, of drinks that were created to resemble an alcoholic drink style, and often doing it really well. Dark spirits in particular were a real standout. Others went down a more unique route to create something never seen before. There were trophy contenders from both styles, but which approach picked up our ultimate prize this year?
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best AF Spirit Trophy 2025 is Sober Spirits Whiskey Bourbon, 0%.
Our judges thoroughly enjoyed sipping on this. With flavours of oak wood, honey and a gentle smoky grain-like character, they said, this is a convincing alternative for lovers of rye or blended scotch. Showing flavours of orchard fruit, caramel and ginger with some background peatiness, it can be sipped neat, but is also great when mixed with ginger.
Very well done to Caliste Payan, both for this trophy and an exceptional haul of top medals for sober spirits in this year's competition.
Our next award is for Best Cocktail Trophy.
Just like for spirits, we had a wide variety of cocktails in this category in 2025. We were delighted to find really imaginative drinks with groundbreaking combinations of spices and fruit in myriad styles that any mixologist would be proud of. But there were also really good classic drinks too. And more than ever before, it went way beyond G&Ts and mojitos. In short, it was a really interesting space and very closely fought.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Cocktail Trophy for 2025 is Franca Nordic Spritz by Franca Drinks.
Bright reddy orange in colour, our judges felt there was a lot happening in this RTD. Orange, cloves, grapefruit and elderflower jostle briskly on the nose, leading into a complex palate full of fruit and botanical spices. The sweet attack is balanced by natural acidity and leads into a perfectly integrated, gently bitter finish. Great for lovers of Aperol Spritz.
Many congratulations to Per and Stephanie Godet, not just for this trophy, but for a rare second consecutive gold with this drink in the World Alcohol Free Awards.
Next, we come to our trophy for Best Functional Drink.
Functionals are a really fascinating part of the alcohol-free beverage space, and not always an easy one to get right. It's a real challenge to create a drink that has a beneficial effect on mind and body, but still tastes great. We saw functional entries from every drinks category and plenty of positive comments from our tasters throughout the judging process. But in the end, there could only be one trophy winner.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Functional Drink Trophy 2025 is Shroom Relax from Shroom in Poland.
Here's what our judges said. This drink's dark ruby colour suggests flavours of red fruit, and there are indeed aromas of strawberry, cranberry and raspberry, but they are backed up with funkier flavours of hops, mint, tomato and guava to give something quite unique and full flavoured that is still balanced, structured and highly drinkable. Intriguing and genre-defying.
Congratulations to Arga Lepka and Camilla Knapp, co-creators of this fabulous fungi functional from Poland.
Our final category trophy is for Best Original Drink. You won't find a trophy like this in any other drinks competition, but the alcohol-free space is such a creative one that this really is a key part of WAFA.
This is for drinks that are deliberately not trying to be like anything else, whether alcoholic or non-alcoholic. They are drinks that are unique and different and push the boundaries.
There were a dozen drinks in contention for this trophy, which shows you just how much creative energy we're seeing in this space. And as you'd expect, they covered every drinks category imaginable. It was a really fascinating flight for our trophy judges to assess. But what came out on top?
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards Best Original Drink Trophy 2025 is Ambijou, clearly confused by Nolo Nordic.
Our judges said, this aromatic wine alternative pushes boundaries, but subtly. A medium gold colour, it has flavours of blossom, stone fruit and rosemary, backed up by honey through the mid-palate. A light woody spice builds on the finish. There's a lot going on here, but it's thoughtfully blended and balanced. A serious grown-up drink that's refreshing and has real food-matching potential.
Congratulations to Christian and Alexander Janssen for a great, unique creation and for pulling in Norway's second trophy.
That was the last of our category trophies, but we have two final trophies to announce. Producer of the Year, and before that, the trophy for Best Drinks Range 2025.
The Best Drinks Range trophy is the hardest of our regular trophies to win. To even be considered for this trophy, entrants had to meet certain stringent criteria.
They needed to have submitted at least 6 drinks and had no more than 1 drink fail to receive a medal. There was also a minimum annual production size.
We analysed the average award per entry and gave extra weighting to producers who entered a higher proportion of their total range, and also those who made a greater number of bottles.
In other words, even to be in the running here, you needed to be making a substantial range of reliably great liquid, and doing so at some scale.
As this is such a prestigious award, we'd like to announce the shortlisted candidates, all of whom put in a truly excellent performance and showed fantastic consistency.
So, our shortlisted candidates for Range of the Year were, in alphabetical order, JP Chenet, Giessen Group, Jukes, and Torres Natureo.
Between them, these 4 companies picked up an astonishing 34 medals, 6 of them golds, and some of them for the second year on the trot.
And when you consider that out of a whopping combined entry, only 1 drink submitted by these 4 failed to pick up a medal, it's obvious just how high the standard was here across the board. This award, as we said earlier, is all about consistency, and these 4 contenders all showed it quite brilliantly. But still, once we'd crunched through the numbers, one company did rise to the top.
And the winner of the World Alcohol Free Awards
Best Drinks Range trophy for 2025 is Torres Natureo.
This was a truly exceptional performance. Torres entered all 6 of the products in their Natureo range, red, white, rosé and 2 colours of sparkling, and picked up medals with all of them. It really is a complete and consistent range of alcohol-free wine.
Very well done to their chief winemaker for alcohol free, Montse Rosell, and her team in Catalonia.
Now, our final trophy is Producer of the Year. This isn't an award we've given out before, and it isn't something we'll necessarily give out every year either. It's discretionary, driven by an obviously exceptional performance from one company across their total range.
It's a trophy that rewards sheer excellence across the board, an indisputable commitment to the world and values of alcohol-free.
And our first ever Producer of the Year for the World Alcohol Free Awards 2025 is Duke's Cordialities.
Duke's record in this competition is astonishing. A cascade of top medals and trophies year in and year out. This year they entered their entire range, and all 10 of the drinks picked up medals, half of them silver or better.
No company has ever picked up 2 spotlight trophies before either, like Duke's did this year. They truly are an exceptional producer in the world of alcohol-free.
Congratulations yet again to Matthew and the team for doing such an amazing and inspiring job.
And that's it from us for 2025. Whether you won or not, we hope you've enjoyed the celebration of the best from this year's competition.
We'd like to say a big thank you to our judges who came from 9 countries all over the world to take part, and to our supporters who've helped to make it all happen.
But most of all, we'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone who entered their drinks. A record-breaking entry this year from 31 countries around the world into the World Alcohol Free Awards 2025.
In just 3 years, you've helped to make this not just the biggest alcohol-free drinks competition on the planet, but also one of the most dynamic and exciting drinks competitions of any description. And we'll be back in 2026 to do it all again, hopefully even bigger and better than this year.
Next year's competition will be open for entries in the autumn, but until then, keep checking our website and social media for stories, interviews and profiles.
So congratulations once more to all our 2025 winners. Have a great rest of the year, and until next time,
Goodbye.
goodbye.